guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read. As I am losing my voice, something needs to be said today. It is the death day of the 13. The 13 is a 4. That's about structure and stability, surviving in the 3D world. And then the day adds up to 33-6, which is the Christ vibration. It's also the 7 of Wands. But the 33 is a 6, about love, family, and community. And the 7 of Wands is about standing up for yourself without reacting, standing your ground and being centered. The 13 in the portal, we definitely have the portal energy out on the table today. The underlying energies here, this is the transition card from the Sirius Darcy deck, which is that portal, the death card. Then we have the Page of Wands, the masked boy there. And then the 8 of Wands or flames there. And then the top card here is the 6 of orbs or 6 of swords. I woke up at 7:16 and then 7:18 today, which the space between is 7:17, which was pretty cool actually. The stars and the moon coming up again because the read was actually finished at 8:17 to 18. So you have the 17 and 18 again, the stars and the moon. Let's see here. I'm definitely getting that corrections for recent mistakes are being made, or attempted anyway. For the masculine today, the major arcana were the lovers right in the middle of the read, and it was upright energy. Actually, there's upright and reversed energy with the lovers, with a couple cards actually. The lovers was upright and reversed. The hermit was upright, but 2 kings changed. Like the King of Pentacles was upright and then reversed, and the King of Cups was reversed and then upright. So it can go either way for all 3 of those cards. I think where was the hermit? Oh, yeah, the hermit too. So the hermit was upright in the underlying energy and then was reversed in the sidebar. It wasn't even in the main read, just the last cards that I didn't put with the read. So it was more upright. But like I said, all 4 of those characters could be 2 different people or could go both ways. But the lovers was right in the middle of the read. The tower was also there in the foundation. The alchemy card, which is like the temperance card, was in the recent past. The solar deity or the sun was the blocks that they need to clear, so exposure. And then the wheel, the wheel or the divine wheel. That is the outcome card, or at the end of the read. Also past the read, I had the chariot. And before the read is that transition or portal card that I showed you. There was 1 sword, 2 cups, 1 wand, and 2 pentacles. And you notice that's 1, 2, 1, 2, or 12, 12. So here we have numbers of major completion energy as well as karmic completion in the numerology cards. Yes. With the death card in the beginning, before the beginning of the read. So having gone through this portal, definitely endings, going into new beginnings, karmic completions, definitely at play here. The court cards here were the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles, both reversed energies, although the King of Pentacles was upright in the underlying energies. And then after the read, we had the Knight of Wands, and before the read, we had the Page of Wands. So a lot of Wands energy, and that can reference the Queen of Wands and 2 kids possibly, or the King of Pentacles can be the Divine Masculine, or it could be somebody else in the masculine's life. But we're going to get going here. The numbers and the code line were all about compassion and financial discipline, but compassion, the C was covered, so it was coming up like Om passion, all right? And financial discipline. 11 came up, but on the code line was 6, 3, and 9, so the 3, 6, 9 energies of the 3, 4, and 5D, as well as that 11 came up, as well as 12, 12, and then 13, which is the death card, 36, the 10 of Wands, which was reversed today, so that was good. 68, which is the Page of Pentacles, and then 8, 10 came up. So around compassion and financial discipline for the masculine today, the code line was all about the Queen of Wands was obviously the challenge here in the read, so she came up in the code line. But it was also about the Empress with the 3, seeing the bridge, the 6th bridge, or the Lovers, to the nth degree with 3 Queen of Wands. So it could be like, the 3 wise men, the 3 wise queens, but also could represent the Empress and the Queen of Wands with a passion for Om and money, right? So meditation and money. So maybe someone does meditation or yoga, that kind of thing. Also getting the Euro-India Gateway, which can just represent a portal as well. But the big difference between Europe and India, right? They're worlds away from each other. And yet there's a gateway there. So it's like bridging, it's showing you how we can bridge gaps even in the widest of gaps. So the Euro-India Gateway, the 6th to the nth degree, the Re or the shaman was coming up to get to the 6th dimension. Clear off the lame. So to see the bridge for the Divine Masculine, see the bridge, not just to the 4th and 5th dimension, but the 6th and 7th dimensions. The 3 wise ones of fire, the 3 wise men, but also can be 3 wise women. See the bridge or gateway to the Lovers. Toggle up to the 8. Center and balance your masculine and feminine within yourself. Do the dance within you so that you're ready to do the dance with your twin. The Empress is the wise one of fire, of transmutation. Okay, so compassion and financial discipline. And then I just looked it up online real quick and just got this, a lot of game stuff was coming up. The 6 Paths Sage Mode, that was from NarutoFandom.com. 6 Paths of the Yang Power, which would be the masculine power. And then another one header came up, what is the Sage of the 6 Paths, from Quora. And that was the inventor of Nin Justice. He had the Rinnegan, the only natural one, and controlled all the tailed beasts as his pet. So again, taming the inner beast. Also, Zelda wiki came up for Sage, as Nuburo is the Gerudo and Sage of Spirit, the 6th of the sages. So getting into the read here, it is the 6 of Swords reversed that starts us out here. And in Sirian's Darcy deck, it's the dolphin in the water. So it's very peaceful when it is peaceful and upright. But reverse, it's like being a fish out of water, stuck in their emotions for the masculine, and starting out with the transition card and the Page of Wands, who's upright, and the 8 of Wands, right? So expressing their feelings, passionate communication, heated communication. So there could be some arguments here. But the Page of Wands is a child, but they're excited and inspired, and they are upright along with coming out of that portal, right? All of a sudden changing, expressing their feelings, not afraid to say what they need to say, inspired, in transition, death, or transformation. That masked child with a burning desire, whether it's a boy or a girl, does come off more masculine though, but that Page of Wands with that burning desire, expressing passionate feelings in a heated exchange, unable to find peace because they're stuck in their feelings or emotions, divinely guided now to choose the left, the divine feminine, that all information that the masculine's been seeking is in already. So what's holding him up, right? So maybe using the excuse that he didn't have enough information, he didn't have all the facts, and now that all the facts are in and he's clear, he's stuck in his emotions until he makes a move and gets off the Y in the road. Depression, loss of hope, dreams that have failed, but a new life being offered, a fresh infusion of money or gold coin. Stuck in thoughts, even though now he has all the information, he must offer up his depression or a depressed Aquarius in exchange for this new life or new infusion. New love destined in a confession or release of burdens, hard labor in a split from lies, cutting out the chase completely, the dark past, the patriarchy, the Akashic records, the X. The goal is to get between the posts, the space between, the secrets out, secret passion, or an X without intuition, of a passionate exchange, or a field goal. All right, so let's bring up the field goal of, the object is to get it right in the middle, not either side, not polarized, but right in the middle. But it's also the field goal. So the goal of learning your etheric fields. So the outer realms. There's no peace for the masculine without energy exchange back and forth between him and his feminine. Destined pure love, not a lie. and not to stay at the Y in the road. Why? And you notice the Y in the road is the Mercedes emblem with a circle around it. So the human body embodiment of source stuck at the Y in the road, which could represent the heart as well, right? So you're stuck in the heart until you go to your third eye, because you need to go on path. So Mercedes is coming up there. To stand at the door, why would you want to stand at the door and then not open it? You know, you're teasing yourself. You're torturing yourself. The 3D gatekeeper, or the Divine Masculine, it's his job to guide others across and keep that gate open. But now it is his turn to enter. And then I was getting the Y in the road reversed. All right, so the reflection of the Y in the road is actually what I would see, because I worked in interventional radiology, is the aorta iliac bifurcation. So if you go from the aortic artery down into the legs, it is the upside down Y there. And it's also, though, the arterial flow, because arterial flow goes down into the legs. So that's referencing that the heartbeat, you know, it's natural in the heartbeat to push the blood flow into the legs going through that Y in the road. So it's easy, it flows naturally. But when you go into the veins, you need valves to help push the blood back up to the heart. So it's more of a pump up or a push up or masculine energy, because they need to work out. Okay, if they want to get to the V, they got to work up the legs. They got to work out their bodies. Whereas for the feminine, it's easy. It flows naturally. Okay, so it's easy for the Divine Feminine with the X as opposed to the Y. It's easy for the Divine Feminine with the X, marks the spot, the heart down. It flows easily. They're naturally in their heart. But the Y, the masculine, must pump up from the sacral region, or pushing up or working out to get up to the heart, to build the heat. Her X, which is Y times 2, is combined. Like it's a Y upside down and it's a Y reverse. So X has both in it already. The feminine has the masculine and the feminine in her already. It's more of a challenge for the masculine to take on the Divine Feminine. It goes both ways, but his only up. She flows, he resists. He must climb the mountain to get there, and she must be patient for the goat who never gives up. Hooked line and sinker, but must toggle upward. The 3D is easy for the masculine, life and death, but this energy exchange messes with his head. Above his head, literally. Must push through the glass ceiling, must choose unity as opposed to polarization. Standing at the gate, the Euro-India gateway, knowing the Divine Feminine is waiting on the other end, willing to meet him halfway and willing to bend. Not fixed statue or trophy, but instead a surprise in every moment. She's like the wind, going where the wind blows. So Viking and hook, or line and the whole ocean to explore. Italian salt and pepper, or sea salt, salt of the earth, and pink Himalayans, and masters and ETs, galactic unity. A little boy stands at the gate, afraid of the unknown, yet he is more afraid of what's been. Ready to throw his mask in the fire, the 3D may be earthy, but he's a Gaia. Failure, bad news, no attention or negative attention for the Queen of Pentacles reversed, while the King of Swords stands up and takes it rising up. Right? So he takes it. She may cause problems for him, but he always rises to the occasion, to the thought and the action. The Queen of Pentacles reversed reaps rewards and daydreams under the radar, not liking the negative attention she may be getting. She causes drama, he cleans it up. Karmic is about the stuff, and he is about the process. Messy and ungrounded are all about money, and cold as ice, all about logic and the higher mind. Reaping rewards together, but how to make it work financially apart. The Queen of Pentacles out being seen, and this could be the same Queen of Pentacles or it could be a different one, okay? Because there's two different energies here. The Queen of Pentacles is out being seen, but she's being a bit cold and not happy about being seen. So that could represent the same one. Fantasy family mirror on the other side for the masculine is also out being seen, unafraid of their own reflection. The Queen of Cups is affectionate, and the Knight of Cups is a match, But the Page of Cups is throwing a fit. I am the baby, gotta love me. When finds creations between the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups and tearing things up. Lion's heart of the Queen of Cups taming the beast. And this doesn't have to be a Leo. It's just the lion's heart, okay? The lion's heart of the Queen of Cups taming the beast. But the Page of Cups, the Knave of Chalices, may not be happy about this match. Or the Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine are in their hearts about to explode, thinking of the other dancing in the moonlight with someone else. Or a mother and two kids, one a sex pot and another one frustrated and about to implode, can't find their words. Or the Divine Masculine being the mother to their kids, and the kids want to control him and not let another woman have him, defending their legacy. The Divine Feminine kids too, keeping him busy with lots of hugs so he won't need any other woman, just them. Okay, and that's coming up as the kids. And it's very typical of children to, to want to do that. They may come off as saying they want to protect their father, but really it has to do with their own insecurities, right? Their need to feel safe. So before I go on, I'm going to tell you the signs and all the court cards today. The ones that were upright and reversed, which means two different people of that sign, or one person, both in their negative and positive energies. And they were the upright and reversed: Aquarius, Libra, Leo, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Cancer. The ones that were just upright, we have Aries, Capricorn, Scorpio, and Taurus. The only one that was just reversed, I think, is Sag. Let me just double check. Yeah, it looks like Sag was the only one that was just reversed energies today. However, there's two Knights of Wands on the table. One is upright. So there is some Sag energy that's upright. So a lot of positivity today, although a lot of vacillating back and forth as well. So just be prepared. When putting out the cards yesterday, the 12 sign cards, I did it a couple times yesterday, and it's not a lot of positive energy the last 2 days coming into this morning, but it was definitely changing for the better this morning. So I have the 12 cards out for you guys, but know that the energy changes back and forth. So that was this morning when I put the cards out. And they're not all negative, but just so you know, I don't see a ton of major arcanas, that kind of thing, but you'll see when I show you. The Empress and Emperor were both upright today. Of the aces, only the Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles were upright. Of the kings, they were all upright except the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles was upright in the underlying energy. All of the queens were reversed. The knights that were upright were Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords. All of the pages were upright, so your little kids are doing great today. Of the tens, the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles were upright, the other two reversed. Of the nines, all of them were upright except for the 9 of Wands, which was reversed, which was good, because that's dropping your burdens and confessions. And then the fives, the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Cups were both upright, so definitely grieving and fighting going on, okay? However, the abandonment and destitution is reversed, so that's recovering. And the 5 of Swords is also reversed, which is good. That's trying to end the war and put the swords down. But also still make sure to stand in your truth, right? So don't give up your authenticity. The 2 of Cups and the Lovers were both upright, but the Lovers was also reversed, so both. And I was definitely getting a breakup right into another relationship today. And the 2 of Cups was upright. The Sun was up, but the Moon was reversed. And all of the big power cards, the dark cards, Death, Devil, and Tower, were all upright in full force. So now I'm going to go on with the rest of the read. 953 was when we're turning the page. That's the Hermit and the Knight of Swords, which is the catapult energy of that 53. So talking about the children and wanting them to keep the masculine for themselves, or that the Divine Masculine has 2 women aside from the Divine Feminine on his mind, one openly and one a confidant who actually wants in, or a sister who wants to control him to keep the family fantasy alive. And when I went online to put in, I went to check something out, and instead of the word I put in, it didn't go in, Uriel came up. So Archangel Uriel may be important for today. I'm not that familiar with Uriel, so if any of you want to comment about them, that would be great. And that was at 10:13. Okay, so 13 is coming up a lot today with the death energy, the portal energy, transformation and transition. Or the Divine Masculine is the baby of 3 or 4 kids. Women always doting on him. If he loses the I'm the baby, gotta love me status, then who will he be? What's left? The Queen of Pentacles out in the open is mad at him, keeping him pleading to take him back or forgive him. So she's mad, keeping him, trying to suck up to her. The Queen of Cups is holding him, making it better, nurturing him, which could be anybody. It could be a friend, family member, divine feminine in the etheric realm, whatever it is. But also there's a fantasy family mirror coming up here, and for some reason Marilyn Manson came up as well as Marilyn Monroe. All right, Marilyn Manson and Marilyn Monroe. An offer of love and an innocent bystander? Or just the Divine Masculine unable to find the words to offer his love or expression? Blocking out the temptations of the karmic and the family money. There's perseverance coming up here for the masculine, which is number 4 of the Emperor. And then below that was domestic harmony, wanting to keep the peace, which is 46, all about the children. The 6 of Cups, the kids in the garden. The King of Cups reversed with poor Saturn placement. And again, the King and Queen of Cups could often come up as someone's parents. King of Cups was upright and reversed here. So it could be 2 different King of Cups, or one, when they have 2 different personas. One is the loving father, and then the other one's emotionally detached, or could be an alcoholic as well. Or just drinks, every day. May not consider themselves an alcoholic. But the King of Cups reversed with poor Saturn placement, emotionally detached and or drinking, with fantasy lover, while the Hermit, his alter ego, King of Pentacles, dreaming of working together with his lover. But how would he get any work done? He thinks to himself with a smile on his face. The Hermit is out openly and has his back, and he has hers in etheric realms, but how to bridge this gap to co-create? Or an older hermit, like an old man, and the King of Cups reversed, his partners, and how to let go of them to come together with divine lovers. At the past crescent moon, the King of Pentacles wanting to spoon under the slivery moon, the warrior and his warrioress, clamping down, adjusting shock absorbers, a lathe, a kiln, chaining down expensive items before leaving work, or thinking how good a fireplace at work would be for feng shuiing, or how much money he'd save through cremation as opposed to burial. Vanilla wafers too, so someone really likes vanilla wafers, and green leprechaun boots. Virgo, Gemini energy right there, but also 2 brothers and a father feel that the lover is in the way. Bad for their business. Lovers stuck in emotions, unable to find peace until the Divine Masculine chooses left, the Divine Feminine, in a heated exchange, reaping rewards of the full transformation. The Masculine has you deserve love from the romance angels, and underneath that was give your relationship a chance. You deserve love. And the arrow is pointed right at the King of Swords is right on there, and his arrow is pointed right at romantic passion, but also at his work and family life, which again, 13 comes up. All right, so going through the portal of death and transformation. Unable to express his heart, but persevering in the etheric realms. Recently, before I go on there, I'm going to show you around the cards. All right. So here's the underlying energy of that 6 of Orbs or 6 of Swords. The recent past is the Temperance or Alchemy card there. Underlying energy is the Tower. You can see that with the lightning bolt. It's got fires all around. That's the Tower energy upright. And then in the middle, you can't see the whole card, but it's the Rainbow card of the Lovers, challenged by the Queen of Wands reversed throughout the whole read. Then we have the other underlying energy with the Lovers upright. The crowning energy is the Ace of Cups. However, within the rest of the read, the Ace of Cups was coming up reversed, so it can be both. Then bridging out across, as we come down, is the Ten of Chalices, also reversed energy in the read. Okay, so definitely you see it here too, as the end of the family cycle, or the emotional cycle. Then the masculine seeing himself as the Three of Pentacles, which was reversed also in the clarification cards, the Romance Angel cards, and then scrolling over to the Divine Masculine, or what's around him, his environment, is The King of Pentacles also reversed, but was upright in the underlying energy, so that could go both ways. And Akashic Records, the past. And then what he needs to clear is that sun energy. And then coming up to the end is the Divine Wheel, the Wheel of Fortune, which was definitely upright today. Then we have the Chariot upright, the Ace of Wands upright, and then the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands, which was upright and reversed today. And then scrolling up to the other clarification cards, it ends up on the World, which is completion of a cycle, endings, but also the Sealed Divine Feminine. The leftover cards were just these here. Okay, and then I'm going to show you real quick the 12 card reads so you have them now. The top 4 are just underlying energies that came off the top of the 4 of Wands reversed there. So the very bottom card was the Justice card, and then the other 3 across the top. Then we started Aries with the Temperance reversed, going across, and then down to Pisces, which is the Emperor reversed. And then there's 4 more cards here, and I actually have some more that I'm going to go through as well. So the first column is fire, then earth, then air, and then water. So we'll get to that in a minute. And first we want to finish up this read. All right, so recently there's an alchemical imbalance for the masculine. Impatience, injustice, and dropping everything and confessing at home or a marriage, or to face any harsh response, like deal with it. Or worried that if he doesn't do something, then a messenger could show up at his house with the truth, or whatever, God knows, So he's probably got a lot of anxiety about worrying about what could happen when he doesn't, he's just like the Divine Feminine, circling in his mind about all the potentials, the potentialities, right? So the Empress is satisfied on her own, but defenseless to the energies and attacks, no longer caring what others say or do. And that was at 1024, so that could very much have to do with the karmic, because it's 24 of the Queen of Wands, with the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Then the foundation is the Tower, which is still at 1024. The Tower's full power, as the lightning strikes, prisoner or hostage of lies, BS, and a split or divide. The Fool opens his heart and is free to leap after half-truths and sneakiness, or now coming clean about toxic dumping, crying, purging, dumped or dumping another in a split, suddenly free to exchange after pushed to their limits. Pop. So small fires left everywhere, all over the place, and it feels great for the Divine Masculine. However, centrally, the Lovers going both ways, right? So it's reversed for the Queen of Wands. She's reversed. There's a surrender in the battle, defenseless to the energies of others, attacks, or just everyone wanting a piece of him. Being judged, final judgments, called to action, and public announcements about the Lovers to all. Lover's deception as the Page of Wands is inspired by new passion and transmuting the why in the road and the past. The challenge being the Queen of Wands reversed, ending a family cycle, half pain, half betrayal and unhappiness, half of a rainbow, lower back pain focus in the second half of the bridge on the way to the new passion. Emotions are done, but pain still in lower back and root, the entry wound of all passion and family issues. Sacrolumbar and hip to SI joints, the Queen of Wands reversed, trying to be all things to all people, but none authentic to her. Created a persona she thought others would like to be drawn to, a false light. She's done with the old and ready for new sex and creativity or a new passion, for wounds and betrayal. But she could also be coming up as vengeful. So there's no peace, dumping attachments in order to get more realistic. So for the Queen of Wands, she doesn't like that. Needing to get more financially disciplined, exposing all betrayal and pain and lack of affection and or a breakup. So she doesn't like everyone else knowing that this happened, right? Especially if she always makes everything appear perfect. The Queen of Wands reversed, exposed to a lot of energy and light. Deception of the Page of Wands, new passion as the Queen of Wands ends family or emotional cycle and partnership with the Page of Wands, suddenly in Magician embodiment and free. So there's a lot of fire characters here. For those of you who don't know, fire is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And the cups that have been coming up a lot too as well are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. but they don't have to be those signs. You know, the cups can be just someone who's very emotional, nurturing, and loving, and intuitive. The fire signs are just very active, dynamic, creative, you know, more outward and outspoken. Now crowning for the masculine is the Ace of Cups. So that can definitely be reversed energy of a breakup or a purging. But there's a devil's wave here with their right hand, a tower and the sun all together in a bunch. The devil, the tower, and the sun. All right? So there's major exposure and an explosion here with the devil. Suddenly, the masculine dumps the devil or a Capricorn, or the devil or a Capricorn suddenly exposes all to detox and neutralize the devil, so that the King of Swords and Knight of Wands, which can be the lovers in 5D, or also can be partners at work, but it can be the Knight of Cups, instead of being the Knight of Wands in the 5D, the masculine changing to the Knight of Cups, offering love to the sovereign in the 3 to 4D instead. After dumping false priestess or secret passion is now out, Viking princess without intuition, he's happy to be rejected, or she is happy alone with herself. The King of Pentacles reversed, ungrounded, but holding on loosely, a sovereign, which can be his own sovereignty as well. The sovereign's passion is grounded and stable, and the masculine may be seeing that in the feminine. The Queen of Wands reversed may have tripped up and had to drop the facade after the fact because everything's been exposed. Refused to wake up from princess status, and now the divine masculine is not settling for half a family or any half-assed love anymore, or, you know, just a half-assed life with no happiness. When he has 5D soulmate connection with the sealed divine feminine, inspired by dark priestess attempt to produce false keys, exposing all to reveal a DNA codex for him. And that was at 10:57. So 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, 57 is the Three of Swords, the three-way heartbreak, separation or heartbreak, or can be surgeries as well, anything to do with the heart. But soon for the masculine is the 10 of Cups, which is also reversed energy, so the end of an emotional or family cycle. The Dark Knight walks right past unhappy family, leaving behind twins purging in the 3D to cross the bridge over the 4D, murky deadness or purgatory, to get to 5D. At home, grounding and integrating weakness, ego death. The King of Cups coming up upright here. The Hierophant, or Leo, King of Wands. The Emperor could be an Aries or the King of Cups. And the Taurus, Hierophant. But it's coming up as three people in an ending situation. So death of a family and or work or business partnership while preserving the children. All right? Sending off, maybe some kids were sent off for the summer to the countryside while the war was going on, all right? And it was paralleling for me, because when my father was a little boy, they sent him off to the countryside during the war in Europe, during World War II. So the same thing was coming up here for the masculine, so playing out those wounds. The divine masculine is the Trinity, the workplace, but it's reversed. The place of co-creation. Could be a school, it could be a church, and it could just be a recreational center as well, wherever the masculine spends a lot of time creating. But it's reversed here, recovering from abandonment or destitution, or from legacy, wealth, or a family, or recovering finances by disbanding a business or inheritance coming in. Presently dumping attachments to end the war, laying down of swords. The workplace that was his lover. She was good to him, all right? So talking about the work that he loved, that was his mistress. And again, 13 comes up here. Someone may have left work, retired, or just not getting along with issues at work, a third party issues through work, or just ending the war with the family altogether, or coming back to his true soul family, his galactic roots. Playfulness comes up, free yourself comes up, calling in your soulmate. Give me 1 second, it's just my daughter. Hi, hon, I can't talk on recording and they can hear me right now. Can I call? Okay, thanks, bye. Okay, so playfulness, free yourself, calling in your soulmate, expressing your love, and then passion comes up for the masculine in the romance angel cards. Around the divine masculine, or how he's seen, is the King of Pentacles, which can reflect upright or reversed energies, Akashic records, the past, sharing or paying out, settling up with the Queen of Wands reversed in a heated exchange, no affection, or a breakup between the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, who are all reversed. The King of Pentacles lost some money to the Queen of Wands, who's pissed, giving him and his quote-unquote not lover a piece of her mind. Or she's getting some money but actually wants the energy back, or just wants sex, or she is actually gay and wants to have sex with her gay girlfriend, which is coming up here as a Queen of Swords reversed Gemini, after a breakup. So that could be her soulmate or twin in a breakup with the divine masculine. Clear blocks of exposure, divine masculines, of or by a King of Cups, an Empress, Page of Swords, and a Queen of Cups reversed energy, or Page of Swords child is protecting the Queen of Cups reversed. So, clear any blocks of thinking how things are going to go down. Like when you have separate families with the karmic. I was definitely getting that issues where he's worried that a child will protect the karmic, the Queen of Cups reversed, or that could be the divine feminine as well, or it could be a mother as well. Defending them to an Emperor and King of Cups, or the Queen of Cups reversed, spreading gossip to the Empress and King of Cups, which I'm losing my voice a little bit there. The Queen of Cups spreading gossip is when I started losing my voice. To the Empress and King of Cups, or kids telling your personal information to your ex when the kids go back and forth between you, or just defending their mother and not him as the masculine, or ex using the kids by manipulating them as a go-between between the divine masculine and the karmic. Also could be a Scorpio and kids or twin, and a King of Cups starting a fight or competition on purpose, worried about after the fact, starting up the same old competition thing with the father and the two brothers energy that always comes up, which came up again here. So adventure comes up, or compassion, financial discipline for the masculine, but even more so is the adventure, the love partnership, and karmic completion. The Queen of Wands reversed, coming up as energy vampire here at the end, is revealed. The harsh truth, or actually lies, and a split, exposed by her blocking his messages. Exposed master manipulator, which was coming up as the Emperor, King of Cups, suddenly to a Leo and Taurus, the youngest of the family always starting a fight or competition, so it could be a father and two brothers. The father pitting brothers or partners against each other, right, to always win. So how can they ever get along with anyone when they're always taught to compete to win? So suddenly the King of Swords let them have it, right? So came in with his truth, sudden harsh truth of rehabilitation, hospitalization of whoever it is. It could be him or the Emperor or the King of Wands. They could all be separate people. Destiny of a sudden split, lies, cutting through the BS, lies out about prisoner or hostage of the King of Swords and the Queen of Wands reversed, or in other words, the divine feminine in the relationship, lies out about addictions, rehab, hospitalizations, IV drug use, STDs, including AIDS, arrests, alternative sex practices, earning, spending, gambling, and power and speed obsessions, the need to win, the need to control, and the Queen of Wands possibly with anxiety issues, or she's cheating or stealing while the divine masculine's back is turned. But all of this coming out in a sudden explosion with the King of Swords toward the Emperor and King of Wands about lies exposed. Destined to ascend or move or travel, walking away from deception and lies toward a new passion. The Knight of Wands with flame, connection to third party, grieving and left hanging. Up Knights, so that was the Knight of Wands, not the King of Wands. The King of Wands is coming up here as a Leo, but the Knight of Wands can be referenced as the masculine's old energy, right? The more of a player type energy. Also can represent a partner who's younger than him or his karmic partner. But yeah, so the Knight of Wands with the flame present, he's got a flame connection to a third party, grieving and left hanging. So the masculine realizing he left the divine feminine hanging all this time while she was connected to everything he did every day. So up knights rising above, coming out with offer of love, grounding and integrating, having been ignored, the divine feminine, stuck without peace, holding back passions in ego death as the third party, right? Having that third party label through work or other place of creation where the masculine spends time, or the divine masculine not getting along at work or workplace issues and falling short, especially energy-wise, feeling weak, or that a Leo, that King of Wands, played him at work. Could be the Queen of Wands as well. Magician, they can be brother and sister as well, the King and Queen of Wands. Or it could be partners as well. If the masculine and his ex are not together anymore, it could be the ex's new partner. So the magician with an opportunity or an invite to heal and forgive any stubbornness, refusal to work or move, or in other words, being on strike, right? A sit-in. Resistance movement, or manifesting healing of kids to complete the cycle or ready them to be out in the world now instead of sheltering them, or just the sealed divine feminine topping off his world. Completion. So in the side note was coming up commitment, marriage, or Taurus, the Hierophant, inspired but impatient, over isolating or now coming out, breaking patterns and dropping the facade in a bold move or trip, the warrior path of ascension, excitement, inspiration amidst a Taurus and Sagittarius reversed, tripping up, dropping the facade, breaking patterns between a Virgo reversed and a Cancer, or a Taurus with a Virgo moon, the Page of Wands quitting the act, and then inspired by impatient angel Cancer, or a Sagittarius who's impatient to get going, or Cancer with a Sagittarius moon, impatient on the warpath. So a couple different scenarios there. That's just a sidebar. So that's aside from the read. Then going back to summarize the read is the soulmate or third party rising above, holding back passion to magician embodiment, healing with sealed divine feminine. The deep connection but no joy, only grieving and hanging in limbo. The King of Swords detoxing, devil player ways, or a devil outside of themselves, or just another Capricorn, or himself being Capricorn. Capricorn or devil suddenly exposed. Capricorn and Leo suddenly exposed. King of Swords and Knight of Wands, lovers detoxing, or it could be work partners as well, it doesn't have to be lovers, but detoxing in the sun after a breakup, detoxing with older kids, destined to break away from everything. Stuck in emotions of sudden events, explosions, or epiphanies, shocks, work issues, leaving work, retiring, or leaving business, with the King of Pentacles reversed entirely, losing money, impatient with lover's breakup, with the Queen of Wands reversed, and the Ten of Cups reversed family, which could be her family, exposed. Also coming up here again is toxic dumping. So dumping toxic waste, or purging, overwhelmed, dumped, or dumping in a breakup, destined for new passion, a bold move or travel, or the ascension path, but holding back on that ascension path, your passions. And that was at 113. So here we have 13 again with the Magician and the Portal. We turn the page, it's 114, the Magician and the Temperance energy. Death in the transition portal of the Page of Wands expressing stuck emotions in a heated exchange, but may have lost his temper. Sudden explosion with lover and breakup, or overwhelmed crying, exposing everything. Challenged by the Queen of Wands reversed and her temper or vengeance. Work issues, ending unhappy family, losing money and status, all exposed to everyone in divine timing, and the masculine recognizing its divine timing. It was destined to happen, to ascend to a new passion by holding back his inner cowboy for once, right? So changing something in his life, to change the pattern, to complete the cycle, breaking the chains and the patterns that bind. So recent mistakes made, like I said in the beginning, there may be attempts at corrections at this time. The topic of the read was all about the lovers, upright and reversed, so an ending and a new beginning. And the challenge was all about the Queen of Wands reversed, who came up in every deck, the Queen of Wands reversed, all right? So that was there. So now we're going to go on to the 12 cards we have pulled, and I'm going to clarify them for you first. So actually, let me pull the mini deck first so I can clarify for you. Okay. So the underlying energy is just starting out while I'm picking up the cards for the 12 card read. The most underlying card from the top of the deck, or actually the bottom of the deck, where I took the underlying cards from, was the Four of Wands. That's going back the most. So that could be moving. It could be moving, or just instability. Can be a breakup of a marriage. Okay, or a cancellation of a celebration, which can include a wedding. All right, so that can be a couple different things in the underlying energy. And then after that comes the Justice card. So that can definitely be a divorce involving all that energy. And then we have the Three of Pentacles reverse, which is the workplace issues and or, you know, leaving the workplace. So now I can turn this over this way. All right, so you can see pretty much, but I'll tell you where I am as I go. I have my pointer in there. Did I drop it? Yep, okay. So, like I said, these are all the underlying energies. So it's this card, and then this card, this card, this card, and this was that bottom card. Then we have Aries here going across all the way to Pisces here, and then these are now for the general population as well going here, so I'll get to them in a minute. But we're going to start with Aries here, and we're going to clarify, okay? So Aries has the Temperance reversed, and it's just the traditional deck, so there's nothing special about the picture. But here, I'll pick it up for you so you can see it, okay? So the Temperance card reversed, along with the Justice for the fire signs. I'm going to do each one by element. So we do fire signs first with Justice up top. So that can be just that everything worked out fairly, but it could be court issues. Could be Libra issues as well. So court issues, that can include divorce, but doesn't have to be. Can be any kind of suit or settlement or anything that needs to go through the court system. Can be legal paperwork as well. But all things settled and fair. But for Aries, we have the Temperance card reversed. So they may be impatient or losing their temper because they're pissed. They don't think it's fair. All right, that's Aries energy. So let's see what comes up for Aries. Take a deep breath, you guys. All right, so Aries for today, which is August 13, 2019. What do we have for Aries in the Temperance card there, reversed? Why? The cards are a little sticky, choppy here. Actually, let me shuffle one more time. Sometimes for me, that just means I need to shuffle again. All right. All right, so Temperance card reversed for Aries. Why? You can feel the impatience. Okay. So there we go. That's your divorce situation, okay? So ending of a family cycle or emotional cycle, and the Queen of Swords pissed off. So that can be someone who's yelling or bitchy, right? In a very unhappy family situation. Or it can just be giving someone the silent treatment. But usually Queen of Swords reversed, it can be a really nasty person, right? Just verbally. Or like I said, just silent. Or very, very depressed in mourning, right? Because she upright is in mourning. So if she's reversed, she could just be devastated as far as just feeling so hurt her whole life and now ending her family happiness. So that could be the energy of Aries there, okay? But she's definitely losing her temper, so there's definitely some fights going on around her. But it's like she has to eat it right now because I'm not seeing any breakout of fights. But someone might be leaving the home in order to resolve that situation because they can't take it anymore because the final judgment's in already. All right, now we have Leo. Let's get to some more pleasant energy. We have the Queen of Cups. Thank you. Boy, was that stressful. All right, the Queen of Cups is in Leo. So that could be a Leo who has water energy within her, or it could be someone who's in her energy. Could be a friend, family member, anybody, right? But another female, the Queen of Cups. Why does Leo have the Queen of Cups? Often Queen of Cups is a Cancer energy, but it can be any water sign. All right, so this is Leo energy. All right, so again, suffering, stressed, up nights, or a headache, purging, dumping all their attachments, all right, or having to let go of attachments, not because they want to, because they have to in a split. All right, and this is trying to be present. but present to nothingness. And it's not in a spiritual way. This is them feeling like, you know, they're losing everything. All right, but we have the Queen of Cups there. So they could be putting on a brave face, right? But they're not. They feel like they're losing everything. They're trying to be present and in a more graceful appearance. But, you know, it's Leo. So, you know, they're just really upset right now. But I'm not getting crying since the Queen of Cups is reversed. This also can be a Leo where the Queen of Cups is just comforting the Leo, right? Because the Leo not wanting to show their face at all. So the Queen of Cups doesn't have to be the Leo. Definitely the Libra at the top, or the Justice, is there. So it could be a judge in their life, or someone being judgmental, or it could just be a Libra in their life. Or, like I said, it could be a court case where they're trying to look like they're fine with the decision, but they're not. Then we have Sagittarius, which is that King of Wands reversed, which is interesting because the King of Wands upright was coming up as a Leo in the read, but the King of Wands reverse is coming up as Sagittarius now here. So why do we have King of Wands Sagittarius, who's obviously pissed? Okay, so Sagittarius reversed. He could just be really exhausted too, walking away, finding his intuition, his peace, a quiet place. Okay, where he can just think and be by himself at night. Okay, and this is the full moon energies, wanting to be away from everyone so he doesn't have to feel the dogs howling, right? He doesn't want to be amidst that at all. He wants to be either within himself or actually is walking away to go to be with his divine feminine. That can also be Pisces and Cancer energy there for the Sagittarius. These guys are coming up too, so free from the prison, but not quite ready to take a leap of faith, right? So may have fallen from grace as well. So the King of Wands, yeah. So let's see what else is coming up. So the fire is mainly dealing with the justice or the legal issues. Actually, the King of Wands reversed under Sag could actually be a Leo King of Wands, but he's in the Sagittarius space, or the King of Wands reversed is the Sagittarius, and maybe the Sag lost the case, whereas the Leo won the case. Okay, so it could go both ways. None of them are happy, but the Sag is probably in the best situation. I'm not getting that he's throwing a temper tantrum or having a fit. It's more about him just being exhausted and walking away. He doesn't want anything to do with any drama. He just wants to go away and be at peace. This could be settling out too for Sagittarius, since it's right below Sagittarius. Then we have the Earth cards. And the Earth is topped by the 10 of Wands, which could have to do with still carrying the burden or doing heavy physical exercise to get some of the steam off, you know, on purpose. All right, so they're coming up with Lovers reversed and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this could be a breakup for an Earth sign, but not their option, all right? So not their choice. It doesn't have to be a breakup. It can just be no affection, but because there's a slowdown or a retrograde, there could be no affection without options. So instead, since they're not getting affection, they have to work out because they're not getting sex. All right, so that's coming up for the Earth signs altogether. And then the Page of Cups wanted to come out to be seen as well. Right, I'm the baby, gotta love me. So someone not getting their way. All right, that could be Taurus energy. Taurus is coming up as the 6 of Wands reverse, which I'm definitely getting. Some of the Tauruses maybe getting either negative attention or not attention when they're I'm the baby, gotta love me, and they're used to getting all the attention and they're not. Or they're getting negative attention and they really don't like that. All right, or someone likes getting negative attention because they don't care what kind of attention it is, but I'm not getting the Taurus wants this attention. All right, so this is Taurus energy, okay? So definitely not. So that's kind of confirming because this is Taurus energy, but this is definitely negative self-talk within a Taurus. She's definitely in lack unless she had a miscarriage or abortion. It's just lack or someone just off the chain, like out of control. Having tantrums like a little kid, but it's verbal, it's not physical. Okay. So somebody pissed, or just she could be hiding under the radar, but could also be spying and also spreading rumors and gossip because she's pissed. All right, we have the Queen of Cups here too, so that's connecting to Leo. So whether she is the Leo also, or she's pissed at the Leo because the Leo may have won the case, or either which way, the Queen of Cups that's connected to Leo or is Leo is connected to Taurus as well. But Taurus is not happy if you're a female. If you're a male Taurus, you could just be that Page of Swords reversed, right? Being impish, you know, being mouthy, lying, or spying, or being very immature in your communication, being really nasty, mean to other people. So that could be the Taurus male. But just Taurus is not getting attention or getting negative attention. And both of them just very upset. Then we have Virgo is in Magician energy. Okay, and these popped out right away. So that's confirming Magician upright. And the Page of Pentacles. All right, this could be looking at all angles of the coin, the gold coin, right? The Christ consciousness. Also, just looking at the different angles and perspectives of a situation, having an opportunity, invitation. This could be a student going back to school. All right, wanting to learn now that they have new skills, or wanting to learn more about their skills, or be a student to the Magician. Or the Virgo being the Magician and taking on a student. Or it could just be their own child who's a good student. All right, we have healing energy coming up for Virgo after that. All right, so coming off of healing and heartbreak. All right, this is what was coming up after that. All right, so this would be healing and forgiving any heartbreak, of stubbornness of somebody else, or just not working, refusing to work, or refusing to move and just staying home. Or this doesn't mean refusing or stubborn. It could just mean that you're being still because you don't have to work. But healing and forgiving at home, okay? So then we go to Libra. So Magician and embodiment, upright, you know, times 2 is really powerful. There could be me and mini-me involved here too. So it could be you and a child. But also could be you and your twin, both in your Magician embodiment, learning from each other. But, you know, you have to be careful because Magician is a manipulator. So when it's upright, it's supposed to be for the good, right? Like a magician is doing a show. But it's about mastering, manipulating energy, not people, okay? So going on to Libra is the Fool. So they're also in a very positive energy, breaking free of limitations, opening their heart, and taking a leap of faith. And being free, feeling amazing. They might have a little loyal friend with them as well. Can be an animal, but can be a person as well. Loyal friend at their side or at their feet. Okay, so that was upright there, but now the Fool's reversed. It could be a masculine vacillating back and forth, right? Getting a little insecure. Or may have, you know, jumped the gun and leaped before it was ready and may have fallen from grace in order to escape, may have done it on purpose to get out of something, right? Looking like a fool to release themselves. And that can just be purposely being a fool. Like, I'm free, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to be anyone's image anymore. I can be and act exactly how I want to, even if it's foolish. I'm allowed to fall on my face. I can fall from grace. I can lack faith in a moment, but that's okay because I still love me. Like, that's that energy coming up. Definitely releasing themselves from their own prison and holding back their passions. We have the Ace of Wands there, reversed, which very much has to do with holding back the third energy. You learning to manipulate the third energy and use it for creative things. Also can be sexual frustration and creative frustrations or blocks, but he's free. He may be free and then holding back, free and then holding back. All right, so it could be a little vacillation, which is very Libra. I don't know why I did Libra next. I was going across, but we were going down. Let's finish the earth signs here. Libra's definitely facing towards Virgo too, and Virgo's facing straight on, okay? So very focused. Leo's facing away from everyone, staying to themselves, and then Sag too is facing towards Capricorn, but not, you know, but wanting to be alone. right? So maybe being alone amidst family, since Capricorn has all the family right there. Maybe finding a quiet space in the house if there's a family gathering, or if there's a lot of people living in your house. Finding an empty room to be by yourself, or going outside and just escaping altogether. That could be Sag. All right, so now we have Capricorn, the Ten of Pentacles. Why is Capricorn the Ten of Pentacles? All right, Capricorn is the Page of Wands reversed and the Ten of Wands reversed. So this could definitely be, this can be frustration, but also lack of inspiration. Could be a kid having a tantrum, right? Saying, no, I don't want to do that, and dropping all their burdens and refusing to do their chores. Could be somebody confessing as well, but in the confession, it kind of knocks them off kilter, making them feel uncomfortable in their skin, which for a fire sign might make them feel like exploding, right? Because they're so uncomfortable inside their skin, but it's only because they let go of stuff that they didn't want anyone else to know about them. But this definitely could be a kid not refusing to do their chores. And it can be too, like, because it's showing the wealth of a family. So they may be reining in their funds and not giving the kids as much money because they weren't being responsible with it. So holding back funds, so the kid's pissed because they see the family with all this and they're refusing to give them more money, or taking away money from them, or things. It doesn't have to be money. And the kid's pissed. And then we have this down here confirming that for Capricorn. All right, so this is also coming up as a little performer. So kids performing to get their way. Check it out. Okay? To get out of work. All right, pretending. That could be a grown child too. It could be the masculine. Pretending to be like a kid, just like the kids do. They manipulate you to get out of doing stuff. The masculine might be actually trying that out to see how it works for him in a confession. But bringing on the dramatics. All right, but definitely kids are here. You know, we got kids, lots of kids energy here. We got kids all around earth signs. Kid. All right, so whether it's a lot of kids or immature energy around the earth signs in having to do their chores or carry burdens, like no more. For Capricorn anyway, they're saying no way. I'm not doing this anymore. Virgo is manifesting their way out of it, and Taurus is just pissed. They're yelling at everybody, storming around the house. That could definitely be a mom, like just walking around the house hitting everybody, but not hitting, because it's more verbal, but a verbal hit. It could be physical too. We got the Six of Wands reversed there, so giving negative attention to others around them. So they could be on the warpath, a mom on the warpath. That's not fun. Could be a boss as well. All right, so going on to air signs, we have that Three of Pentacles reversed at the top. All right, so that can be leaving. It can be any kind of workplace or noble ceremony, right? So it can be a church ceremony as well. So it could be some kind of ceremony canceled, or award ceremony canceled, a small wedding canceled, or it can be someone quitting a job. It can be someone retiring. It can be someone not getting along at work, right? Or having issues at work, or a third-party situation through work. So that's air signs. So we start with the Gemini there, who's got the stick. They got the Ace of Wands. So new passion, new creativity, new growth, inspired by leaving a job, right? Having a new passion. And they want to give their stick to Taurus. So Gemini may want to have a stick there for you. Oh, that came up in the read. So the feminine, oh, that's perfect. All right, so this is for Gemini. So a Gemini Queen of Swords reverse came up in the read. And I told you it could be a gay couple, and that Queen of Wands could definitely be Taurus in this read as well. So a Taurus Queen of Wands and a Gemini in a female same-sex relationship. That the Taurus is still pissed about ending their marriage or whatever their relationship was with the Divine Masculine, and then this Gemini woman, she's all ready to have sex. So it doesn't have to be a same-sex relationship, but I'm just saying it came up in the read today. So that can also just be Gemini wanting to be creative with a Taurus, or a Taurus man. or man-child. All right, this is also coming up for Gemini. We have Seven of Wands came up for Gemini, and then the Judgment card reversed, and then this is a third card coming up for Gemini, as well as this one wants to come out too. This could be hermiting and just reaping rewards, staying home to get more wisdom or light on the situation, to shed more light. May want to shed light on Libra below them. You see that? So hanging out and shedding light on the Fool. That could be Gemini, but Gemini could be just standing up. They could be defensive. We have the Judgment card reversed, so they may not like a judgment that came out since Justice is upright for the fire signs. But the work situation is a problem for Gemini. They may have left or quit, or may have deliberated too long and now realize that, or that they made a bad decision or a bad choice or poor judgment, or not hearing the call to action and wanting to do something else, standing up to others, fending off others, keeping others away from them. They're not ready yet to commit, but just want to have sex. They may just want to go around and have sex. It's Gemini. But definitely inspired. Definitely masculine energy there. Then we have Libra, which we did already. And then below Libra is Aquarius, which is the Eight of Wands, upright. So Aquarius is definitely expressing their feelings, and that can be good or bad, depending on what comes up. So Aquarius has the Chariot reverse, so watch out for Aquarius. They could be on the warpath for sure. This is being patient, though. And this is at home. So this could be someone who was on the warpath and now is changing their demeanor because they've now expressed their feelings. Right? When they learn to calm down and be patient and express their feelings, it calmed them down. Also could be feeling stuck because the people with them, there's a patient angel at home, and this is the Aquarius on the warpath. They don't like that. It's making them freak out. So they're yelling. There's a lot of energy going back and forth, but one is on the warpath, the other one is being patient, a patient angel. Okay? Definitely some fighting going on, some harsh words. But it's like, you know, one who really wants to fight and the other one who's diffusing the situation. So that could definitely be the Divine Masculine. Diffusing the situation. Like standing up for themselves and speaking the truth in a firm manner, but not losing their patience. And just staying stable. Which is great. But I'm getting that the Aquarius energy could be the one who's either one. It could be the patient one or it could be the one on the warpath. But let's see what we got here. So, I mean, this could be a Cancer person also, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be anyone on the warpath. And this could be Sagittarius energy as well, but it doesn't have to be either. It can just be someone who's patient or an angelic person. Aquarius is connected to all the earth signs with the wands, and Gemini specifically. But also any other Aquarius? Aquarius is the Star card and the Judgment card, which is on Gemini there too. So it could definitely be between Aquarius and Gemini. But Gemini is standing their ground. Aquarius was reversed. So Aquarius may very well be this energy here. All right, now we're going to water signs. And again, that exchange, they could all be through the workplace because someone's fighting at work or someone left work. So someone could be the person stuck at the job. Someone could be the one who left the job. Or it could just be staying at the job but fighting. So with water signs, we have the Two of Wands reverse, which is like instead of having a choice of pass, you feel stuck or you feel like there's only one option. You don't need to choose pass. You like where you are. But it can also just be feeling stuck, like you don't have a choice. But you do. All right, so there's Four of Pentacles and then the Knight of Cups, which is very positive energy. He's not clinging too much. He's holding on loosely, being stable, saving money, right? Being practical about things. And this is someone who wants to offer love. All right, so that's Cancer energy. with the Nine of Cups reversed. So someone who wasn't satisfied or unhappy being alone is now offering love to someone else, so they're no longer alone. Could be a sovereign they're offering love to, who could have Capricorn in their chart, the devil waving. Could be devil energy, but it's not looking like that. It's looking very positive. Could be a Capricorn, someone with Capricorn in their chart. Sovereign, single, or it could be a child as well that they're offering love to. It's very nice, actually. So this was where they weren't getting their wish. They felt like they had no options, so they're changing the pattern. They don't have much, but they have stability and they have their heart. So they're offering their love to a sovereign who could be a devil with codependencies, or it could just be a Capricorn person. All right? And this could be very, ooh, that looks kind of nice. Cancer may be doing the right thing. Okay, this is about sudden events. This could be, I'm not feeling negativity. I mean, this could be sudden exposure that you don't want exposed, or this could be an orgasm, you know, sudden happiness, someone running around the house naked, right? Or it could just be sudden events that make you really happy, or suddenly the kids are there who make you really happy. But it's really positive energy. But sudden events, but we have the devil there too, which could be a fun thing here. Okay? But it is sudden, so sudden exposure may not make everybody happy. I'm getting southern exposure as well. Someone might have lost their pants or something, or someone might have gotten caught having sex in the woods. Southern exposure. So, I mean, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, but it could be. I mean, someone could have been cheating because we have the devil coming up here. Not happy being alone, even if they're committed to somebody else, or maybe they're in a separation but not quite divorced yet, but someone might have gotten caught, or it's just all good. And southern exposure was just a fun thing. Okay. Maybe getting a little light where the sun don't shine, maybe about out in the sun, right? Getting some rays with the kids. So that'd be funny as well. All right, so then we have, Scorpio, as this popped out. I didn't even get Scorpio out of my mouth yet. I'm going to show you. I'll shuffle again. There's 2 wands, right? So this is juggling, doing the daily ground. Somebody might be grounding coffee. But performing, or just the daily routine, right? But this has to do with work and not being happy there. I'm going to shuffle again, though, just to see what else comes up. For Scorpio, we have the Lover's reverse, which can just be a lack of affection. It doesn't mean lovers. Could be being indecisive as well. Let's see, Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio comes up with the Hierophant reversed and the same cards. All right, so that's confirmed. They may be connected to the Taurus who's pissed. So some people may be very pissed in a work situation. All right, so he's doing his thing, but there may be a third-party situation. This could be a divorce or separation, or someone who's very spiritual. Can be leaving an institution as well. So you may be quitting the job. Maybe got a job at another institution, or you're just sick of it. You're not getting along at work. You were like the good person, but nobody was appreciating you. All right, so maybe they thought you were indecisive, or maybe you felt they were indecisive. That's Scorpio. Also getting healing from heartbreak. Forgiving others. Maybe feeling stubborn. Scorpio can definitely be stubborn. Okay, that can be some stubbornness that was coming through. Or strike. There might be a strike at your workplace. That's Scorpio. Now we're going on to Pisces, which is the Emperor reversed. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. It can be someone who's abusing their power, out of control, but also can be ego death, right? Letting go of your Emperor, your need to control. So let's see how that comes up. And this all has to do with no options. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Either you feel like you have no options when you actually do, you always have an option, or you have no options, no choice of path because you like where you are. But the Emperor's reverse, let's see what that says. All right, so this is clinging to a relationship that doesn't work. Okay, so we have the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright. So someone's happy, someone's not. This person's clinging to this person. They're trying to get out of it. So the Emperor may be losing his marbles. The King of Cups may be treating her badly, abusing his power so that she'll want to leave because he doesn't want to be in the relationship anymore. Could be sibling rivalry as well. Could be a sister and a brother, where the brother's out of control, or the King of Cups is an alcoholic, or emotionally detached. But the Queen of Cups is clinging for security reasons. But the Emperor's not happy. I mean, that's definitely masculine energy. And if that's the King of Cups, that was coming up in the read as the father energy who's emotionally detached. It can be the masculine as well, but it's coming up more as a father energy here in the read, who has drinking issues or just emotionally detached. The Queen of Cups could feel like she wants to die too. Although she's still being her loving self, I'm not really getting that since she's upright. Getting more that she's just clinging, not allowing the transformation to happen. This was kind of coming up for them too. Okay. So this could be, there may be a partnership here, but I'm not seeing a sexual relationship. So there may be difficulty in splitting them up because they want the security, or they have a business partnership involved. But this is about third-party situation or gossip, overindulgences, right? So it could be addictions, over partying, or being antisocial. And this has to do with, this could be a bad past with a twin, but it also could be children who are being a problem, right? Or who have addictions, or it could be the past returning and causing problems in the relationship. But they're seeing eye to eye, but there is not a coming together here. There is no joy, a negative past or a negative past returning, and maybe both seeing eye to eye that they now need to split up, whereas before the Queen of Cups was refusing to. Okay, and this is the total end of the pain or the bliss as the swords drop out. Some of the other cards that are coming out past that, just so before we end the read. Okay, this is about dysfunctional family or a big loss of family money, feeling left out in the cold. So the worst is over of this happening, where someone was rejected or put in or exiled from the family, or lost a big inheritance, or lost money for some reason, whatever it was. But the worst is over, but there's still a big loss and destitution here. So maybe trying to correct some of that prior to beginning again, like so it won't happen again, like having made a big mistake, and that definitely happened. Could be your kids too, who made a big mistake, but now recognize what they did, and it's going to be a big financial loss for them. But now they learned a big lesson about money, right? So they have to learn themselves sometimes, even if it's, it's a necessary evil at times. Okay, if they want to be stubborn and learn themselves. The bottom of this deck, as we stop clarifying the read, is the Strength card. Okay, so taming your inner beast or Leo or ego energies, along with reaping rewards, and hermiting. Being strong, not giving up. All right, even if you're really, really tired. All right, so the other cards that came out at the bottom here, which I'm going to show you real quick. This will be for everybody from the read, so all of the signs. It was just 11808. So the 18 of the moon, the magician, and the strength card. Okay, now we have 1818, so the moon is very significant with the magician embodiment. So we have the full moon coming up on the 15th, so we're very close to the full moon. So the energies are here already. So the first two cards in these after the read cards are, again, that stability card. It's okay, you may not have a lot, but you're stable, which is great. So just grounding those energies and detoxing, right? No matter what it is, detoxing any loss of money or addictions that you may have. So that's for everybody. Okay, and if here again is the family ending prior to new start coming up. So not as much money anymore, but detoxing, letting go of all of the bad habits and bad patterns, and an ending of an emotional family cycle, or literally the ending of a family, and holding back money before a new beginning, or saving, playing ball, playing hardball, or just hiding money from someone as well. That could be before a new start, so that you'll have money to have a new start. Then we have these three cards with the Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Death reversed. Okay, again, this is clingy energy to this person, and she could be that Gemini that came up in the read or not. But it could be a Gemini who has a child, or any other air sign. So it could be Libra and Aquarius as well. This could be a Scorpio child, or this came up in Taurus. So this could also be a Taurus, or this could be that girlfriend of the Taurus. And that could be their child, or either way. But Scorpio's here, and air. So mother and child, but the child's acting up. She's trying to tell her child what to do, but then the child made a mistake. Or they're being really mouthy. Or they're spying, or being really mean, or giving someone the silent treatment, clinging to what's ended already. And then we have more kid energy with the Page of Pentacles reversed, and then the Seven of Swords upright. So this kid, or this immature adult, could have been stealing. This is a poor student also, someone who never learns. Okay, so again, there's a lot of kid energy about making mistakes. So it could be a grown kid as well. So we've gone through some endings. We're past the difficult part. It's about now learning your lessons and making amends, or trying to correct things the best you can, and then going on from there. So I'm not getting this as fresh liar, cheater, thief energy, but that this Page of Pentacles had stolen, cheated, or lied because they just don't learn, but now had to learn their lesson in real life, which may not be as pleasant because of the circumstances or the outcome for them. All right, so I think that's enough for you guys today. I'm going to get going. I'm going to lose my breath. I have to take a sip of water too. Make sure to drink your water. Sleep. Be joyful. Rise and be loved. Bye, guys.